What happened to that? 6 weeks ago, we have.
Odegaard, they almost died.
We have Jesus. We have Jesus back.
But you
we
know,
have Jesus back.
When you keep saying you have Jesus back, remember, you know the first 2 goals he scored. Those 2 goals he scored. He didn't score them from a striker position. Yes, it was a 4-star performance for Real Madrid. While Arsenal had one small 5-star performance, and one had a draw star performance.
Why don't be giving him that credit?
No, I'm helping him because next time
don't be mentioning him in
next time
you'll be credits.
You'll
don't
be
give him that.
In Liga 2, so that I'm just helping him. So that let's just
we scored 2 goals.
While you last on this table,
let's
keep you here.
You should not be on this table. But let's
I just want to help him. 19th on the log.
Still in title race.
You know that
mathematically.
When I check Valencia, I need to scroll down my phone.
If you scroll out of the phone, when we jam in January, you collect.
Sarah, I can't imagine what you go through as a Valencia fan. But
I'm having fun.
What, you're having fun?
Do you know how good it is to come back against Alaves from 2-1 down in the 95th minute?
This is how you come back to. You get down. You just get relegated. But then we saw a good result from different side. Newcastle continued on their impressive form. Wolverhampton Wanderers, new manager bounce.
Is that bounced in there? See Van Nistelrooy. Bounce.
They bounce out Van Nistelrooy from his own side. But then other leagues, Lookman keeps scoring for Atalanta.
Lookman is on top form, to be fair.
It was an interesting weekend, I would say. And one for away wins as well, especially in the Bayern, and that's in the Bundesliga. So how was it? Which games?
Yeah. Okay.
Am I looking forward to?
No, I'm talking about the ones that we saw during the weekend. Please, let's leave the joke. Let's start with the one that has 5.
Tottenham annoyed me.
That's not strange. Stranger things about
Tottenham annoyed me.
That's your problem.
Man City annoyed me too.
Yeah, I was happy to actually see City lose.
Did you see the way that match started?
Yeah, 20-something seconds. They could have scored. Yes, they could have scored within the space of 2 minutes.
Even the goal they considered, the Durant goal, straight pass.
Villa could have scored 4. Villa could have scored 4 easily.
But they deserved it because I think we've given so much credit to City. Like City.
No, funny enough, we all said it here in our preview that
he still kept believing.
Let him continue. He will
still
see the light. He will still see the light.
I said, come back to this video in May. He will see the light. But for now, Pep deserves a lot of criticism.
I don't think City will win the league. They are not like Barca. You know, start of November.
That team,
yes, they're not like Barca. At start of November, Barca had 10 points ahead of Atletico Madrid.
God. Well, thanks to my cause now. They always say swear no the tear pockets. Swear no the tear pockets, but
it's not the first time they are bottling leads. They're always bottling leads. Bottler club.
Honestly,
and I had a prediction when we did. I said Nottingham Forest will still be in the top. Will be in the top 4 at the end of this year.
When did you predict that one?
No, ask producer. Producer is going to tell you. Producer is even nodding head from here.
My question is when? Was it at start of season?
It was not start of season.
No, when we had our big. No, I think that was our hot
like
seat.
2 weeks ago.
No, it was not 2 weeks. It was 3 weeks ago or 4
3 weeks ago.
Producer was. Producer is nodding his head and saying, "This is an octopus."
If you had said it in
Nottingham Forest.
But you guys should remember my own. I said Man City.
We'll do what?
The relegate.
I said they will not be in top 3 by December.
When did you say that one?
Early on. I'll bring out video for you. I'll
bring out video.
I'll check.
You don't get that kind of mind.
Check on the producer. You guys laughed at me when I said it was like September.
Don't worry. See, that's why
they call the prediction
season prediction, top 4 prediction.
I said yes now.
Why you put Man City for 5th for that prediction?
I said they will not. It was bold claim.
So why you stop?
In that same video, I said in that same video, I said they will not be in top 8 of Champions League.
But it was 2 weeks ago. The same way you counted my own. That's because it's the same hot seat.
I'll bring out my own video.
It's the same hot seat that we had.
Maybe October.
It's the same one.
It's not September.
It's not your own.
I said my own.
Your own is what?
I said my own.
Your own is that City will still win the league.
No, that's not the one. That's not the one.
You wait for
That's not the one. That's not the one.
What's the one?
I said Man will not be in top 4.
Who was thinking Man U being top 4?
But anyways, you guys are always saying Arsenal corner kick. Now we scored 5 with no corner kick. No, not talking anything.
You know,
because Saka injured.
We scored 5 without corner kicks.
Saka was there.
But then, that's a big
again, we scored 3 Crystal Palace. No corner kick. You guys do not talk.
Currently,
Against
Monaco,
we scored 3. No corner kick. You guys do not talk.
Your key man, Bukayo Saka, because I can't look at that and not talk about Bukayo Saka.
What happened to the key man? What happened to that? 6 weeks ago, we have
Odegaard almost died.
Jesus.
When
we have Jesus back.
When
Jesus back.
When you keep saying you have Jesus back, remember, you know the first 2 goals he scored. Those 2 goals he scored. He did score them from a striker position.
What does
so
that
you're gonna that's tell you. That one not be your striker.
We have one can play on the flanks. We can put Kayavas. Kayavas can play anywhere. Kayavas can play anywhere.
I love it. Producer, I love this because we are
so
waiting.
So what do you expect me to come and be saying, oh God, Bukayo Saka, we are still going to win. What was that?
Okay, you win the title.
Yes. You want me to be saying, oh, because Saka is not there, I'll be afraid of
last week, let's say you say you're not in title.
Deceive your enemies. I've been deceived Chelsea that they drop points to Everton. When you deceive your enemies, they will drop points.
But Chelsea is still ahead of you.
Let them be ahead now.
Still a good one for them.
They whine me. We are going. Gabriel Jesus is back. 5 goals in 2 games. Young Mbappé, can he do it?
Don't worry, we are still.
Can Mbappé do it?
What are you saying?
Can Mbappé do it?
If you try that comparison again,
Mbappé do
if you try it again,
has he done it in this
against
five goals in 2 games?
Crystal that cannot even shine.
Crystal that cannot work.
I beg you, we're talking about
even the Sevilla that attack, didn't they net you 2?
That was we just dashed them.
So what's your point?
We dashed them the 2 because we're already leading. We just wanted to help them out.
Bottom line is
bottom line is
that ending into Christmas. These are the facts here. Ending into Christmas. You are not top of La Liga.
I'm not
top either. I agree. Champions League, I'm ahead of you. Those are the facts.
Oh God, leave that. You're ahead of me.
Those are the facts.
You will still get eliminated before me. So that's still the fact.
Are you willing to put 2 million naira?
I'm ready to put it.
Oh yeah, now.
You get eliminated. You will be there out of it.
No problem now. But anyways,
but then we'll have 1 week to rest. Is people that will keep playing?
We'll keep playing. We have the squad. We have
without
Wande,
Saka,
we have
you lose
Jorginho, we
1
have
point.
Partey, we have Timber, we have Calafuri, we have boys everywhere. You understand? We have boys everywhere. Calafuri, Jorginho, Zinchenko, Thomas Partey,
Zinchenko all of a sudden.
Wande, yes.
Yeah, keep naming them.
Yes, we are ready.
Name them, boss.
All our players scoring on and off the pitch. They're scoring everywhere.
Anyway, I beg, let's talk about someone that knows how to score week in, week out, which is Ademola Lookman. And an impressive season he's having. Atalanta still at the forefront of it. And we have this discussion where we're talking about Salah and Lookman, who will win the next African Football of the Year. We know that it's still far, but then everything is projecting that this will be the 2 front runners. What do you think will be the distinguishing factor between both of them? Let's say both of them end up winning the title.
I was going to say a title was going to be the deciding factor. I mean, if Liverpool went on to win the league, then you can imagine that you can project that Salah would have played a big part. Would probably have scored.
He's already playing a big part.
Yes, you can project that will have scored probably 20 goals, maybe 18 or 19 assists or whatnot. I don't know, but when you think about Lookman, I think for Lookman to actually beat Salah at this point, he needs to start taking games into his own hands. Just like the way Salah is doing. No, but when you look at it, maybe like
don't you think it's because Salah is playing? I know that Salah has good numbers this season as well as Lookman, but because Salah is playing in a league that everyone would always watch. Because
eyes are on the
Serie A. Let's look at the game that happened in the weekend.
Yeah,
we know that Salah scored. For you to see that of Lookman, sometimes people have to come up online and start telling you that Lookman has scored.
No.
But once Salah scores, everyone knows that Salah has scored.
No, I think obviously the hype was because it was, in quote, a big game. Tottenham taking on Liverpool. But I think the difference or what's going to be the distinguishing factor is that I think Salah just has that aura around him at the moment. That
big names like Messi,
he has a bigger name at the moment that Ademola Lookman is yet to hit.
I think that if Lookman wins the league with Atalanta, wins best player or anything, if Salah does the same.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I said I thought the title was going
to be
AFCON
comes later in the year. Later, so there's no.
If both of them do the same.
They know Salah more than they know Ademola. They follow Salah more than they follow Ademola. They see Salah.
What if Lookman maybe becomes instrumental and all of a sudden maybe will qualify for the
and when you look at Atalanta, they have other players that are scoring with and all of that. But when you look at the Premier League, when you look at Salah is top of the scoring charts.
Yes, others are scoring.
Top of the scoring charts. Plus the Premier League hype and everything. So I think Salah.
What helped Lookman this year for the Ballon d'Or. Sorry, not Ballon d'Or. For the CAF award was, first of all, AFCON was this year.
And it was spectacular.
Well. Everybody got to see that. Nigeria got to the final. While likes of Hakimi went out early and all of that. Then also, had a hat-trick in the final. Everybody watched that match. Everybody saw it. And then it was an African, scoring a hat-trick in the European final and all of that. But for this season into like next year, there's no AFCON until...
What if, let's say, Liverpool is eliminated quite early in the Champions League?
Win the league.
Atalanta goes further.
It's still Salah. Because Salah has the Premier League hype.
It's still Salah.
Right? And imagine he wins Golden Boot and Playmaker Award, and Liverpool.
Lookman goes on to do what he did last season again, score maybe a Champions League final hat-trick
or something like that.
They make it to the final.
Maybe he catches Real Madrid.
Semi-final. No, they won't get to the same. Maybe he plays against Arsenal.
Don't forget that
or something.
We are still there.
But anyway, it was a funny sequence this week. We saw 2 0-0 draws. Everton, Chelsea. I remember you were bragging recently. Chelsea, they play Chelsea. Have you met Sondage Ammo Tank?
And the funny thing that even Everton almost won that game.
Yes, they almost.
I don't know how Sanchez became good. I think Sanchez. I don't know how it happened because that was not Sanchez on the post. He needed to move that mark.
They played 4-0 draws.
Bro.
Yeah, they've had
their last. They won one match 4-0 and lost one match 4-0.
Is that Morim that scattered them?
They didn't respect.
And now they play City. They play City next.
Away.
Anyways, we'll discuss that. That in our next preview. But yeah. Talk about Manchester United and Bournemouth. They say Amorim done Bournemouth.
But then, the funny thing is that last year, Ten Hag also lost at Old Trafford.
Yeah, to Bournemouth.
To Bournemouth 3-0. Amorim has gone. So you change the manager, you don't change anything. The same players are still there.
And
the fans left very early. They removed the old from Trafford. Fans started to go out. Nobody.
I don't know if it is a cause or it's a recurring theme at this point. But have you noticed that under every Manchester United manager we've seen, there will be one, I like how Sarah puts it, character assassination. There's always one player. Before Mourinho was Pogba. There's always one player that.
I think it's only.
Yeah, there's always one. There's always.
The only person did not do is Ole. I think Ole did not slander him.
Yeah, I think it was.
Ole did not slander any player.
I think it was only Ole that did not really have
it. He just. They had to let him go after they lost him.
Yeah, and I think Ole just got that pass because he was he's a legend. It gave him that pass. But there's always every manager. Now it's Rashford. And I don't have, like I said, me personally, I don't have a problem if Amorim decides Rashford is not good enough for my team. That's fine. But how he's going about it, why they are trying to kill his character,
because he's a homegrown player from the academy. They know that people were emotional about, so they have to to justify it. You have to go and destroy him in the press, and it's ridiculous. So fans will always buy things that I do. We buy it.
But if I'm a player, I'm looking at Rashford and I'm like, if they can treat Rashford like this, what will happen to me?
Well, I can understand the whole thing we're saying, but then let's look at Rashford too as a player. Don't you think he has underperformed?
We've been saying it here.
If a player is underperforming at any club, when they want to sell the player, don't they just sell the player?
Just sell him. You don't need to kill his character.
How many players do you see that underperformed or whatever that they decided that, okay, for us to sell him now, we have to destroy him in the press?
Yeah, why do you have to do that?
8 Telegraph articles in 1 week.
Why do your club? Even your club is guilty of treating legends anyhow, but that one is for another day.
But you see Grealish getting a 100 million player that has not scored in a year in a team that are currently playing the worst team in the league. And he's doing interviews and they're asking him 20 questions.
Imagine.
Meanwhile, this is a party boy.
Meanwhile, Foden, who just came off player of the season where he went there, he's getting the stick.
He's getting more hit than Grealish. But you now have Rashford.
But they say to whom much is given.
It's not much is given to him. 100 million. 100 million.
Do you know how much they are paying?
It's not much.
He's one of the highest paid players at Manchester City. One of the highest paid, because when they wanted to sign
Rashford is also one of the highest paid.
Yes, but Rashford has at least done things at Manchester United over a decade. He has, Rashford has done numbers.
Over a decade.
Yes,
let's talk about the consistency in the numbers.
He has won Europa League twice I mean, how many times did we once? Once. But they got to the final another time. One FA Cup, and he has turned up for them. He was
instrumental in those wins.
His big game record is very good.
Yeah, the same game we can't forget that PSG game.
Yes. So like yes, as much as you might say, okay, maybe Rashford, you feel like Rashford has declined or whatever, it's not good enough.
No, he has.
We are selling.
Yeah, you don't need to kill his character.
But which one is all this? Meanwhile, Grealish is just getting it, and all those his character, he has character problem. He did this. He's a party boy. Grealish literally gets drunk all the time. Like he's a non-party boy, and he doesn't get that energy.
When I look at Amorim so far, I think his biggest issue is not even going to be tactics and whatever. He talks too much.
He's very naive.
Yeah, he talks too much. He's releasing too much input to the press. He's just
blabbing.
Well, I thought he once said that he was going to talk to the hierarchy at United to reduce
they'll tell him that you are Manchester United. You are Manchester United coach. You have to talk.
That's what they actually want.
But from both of us, like
PR thing.
Since the takeover from Ineos, I think the fans have been unjust with the Glazers family.
No,
I'm thinking
they
had their own issues first, but have we really seen any significant change from the Ineos?
Ineos are just very cheap. Which is also why this Rashford thing... Now, for me, this Rashford thing is... The bosses looked and said, we are trying to cut costs. We need to take out the highest paid players. Who is the easiest one to take out? Rashford. It's most obvious because he's not performing currently. So people will be able to get it. But we need to...
So we don't look like the bad guys. So we paint him as the bad guy instead.
It's kind of like what happened with Sterling and Chelsea. Chelsea wanted to get Sterling off the books. That instruction came from the top. Because when Maresca first came... He was very open-minded about playing Sterling.
Very okay. We'll see.
Then overnight, he said Sterling is not.
But let's not forget that Sterling is a bit different. Sterling,
how's it different?
Wait, now season just started. The first game, his name was not in the list.
No, even before that,
he went on because Sterling had a pass.
Even before that, there was already an instruction that this guy.
I'm just saying. I'm not sure because I don't know about that instruction.
I'm just saying clear that.
Sterling just went very quickly to the press. We can't forget and was complaining about all of it. And Maresca had too many squad that he would not want to have so many issues with. Give it out to a team that can take him, and that's how he went to Arsenal. And he's
the reality is that when that instruction comes,
it's just like in your club.
Just like what was happening even in Madrid. When Mbappé wasn't playing well, fans were saying bench him. Bench who? Perez. At some point, you saw that Carlos' tune was changing. He was saying, Vinicius is good in the middle. Like, he's very dangerous. Exactly. Because Oga don't tell him, say, Baba, if this guy is not working in center, carry him to the left. I don't care who is there. Figure it out. And you as Madrid manager, once they give you instruction like that, you have to figure out how you are going to frame it for the public. They already told Amorim, Rashford is going. Get this guy out.
Just get him out.
Now how you now frame it is your own business. If you are going to get the hit, you're going to get
all centered down.
If they are losing now, nobody's going to Ineos. So.
But Sarah, we all centered here and remember that the first thing that made Rashford to have been out was them. So they talked about the leak in squad. The squad
was not Rashford.
It was him and Garnacho.
It was not even Rashford.
It was Ahmad.
It was Ahmad and Garnacho. Not even Rashford.
But the first was both of them.
Yeah, he was sick or something. Yes. But even before that character assassination had already started.
And
for like
the thing they are blaming Rashford for is not the first. They said he went out for a party. Is it the first? It will not be the last time. Grealish is the king of parties.
No, Grealish partied then when he was partying. He's still partying. Even while he's partying, we don't.
Mbappé, how many times in PSG did we see Mbappé party? Did not stop him from dropping 9/10s.
If you want to, Moiskin just released the album.
Exactly.
I was doing like this. Carry McKenny and everything. You can have a life outside of football.
It will be literally
even before all of these characters has just started. Rashford on his leave, like his day off, he went to America. He was invited there. He went to America. And next thing, Gary Neville started creating a narrative.
That you take
funny thing, Rashford came back. Within 3 minutes, he scored. Within 3 minutes of coming back. And Rashford, funny enough, has actually looked good on the Amorim in terms of like scoring. So it's not like he has not scored in 10 games or something. He was actually scoring. And then you take him out of the team and talk about...
end, we are saying new manager, same problem because all of this managers...
It's Manchester United. Same problem. The Man hierarchy, they know their fans. It's very easy to give them something to run with. They've done this thing to Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba had unfair issues.
Pogba was like that at Juventus. Did not affect performance, not affect anything. Do you get? Why is it that it's when you get to Man U, it now becomes a problem if you are doing hairstyling?
Anyways, what do you think is the way out for Manchester United right now? 13th, yeah.
They should continue what they are doing.
And that's the first time United will be at the bottom table since 1989.
There's no, the way out is
Angel,
you have told Amorim that he should decide the players that he wants to keep and the players he wants to get out. The players that fit his system. So you give him the rest of the season. Unless there's an imminent relegation problem. That's when you can start getting desperate. But as far as you are still relatively safe, just write off the season. Use the rest of the season. I don't
think United want to write off the season. Do you know why? They have a lot
they wrote off the season when they
have financial issues where they are trying to get to at least an European stage where they can balance their books. Because people keep saying United can. They can't do anything.
They should write off the season.
And use it. It's too early to write off the season.
No, it's not.
It's too early to write off the season.
They wrote it off when they kept Ten Hag and bought players for Ten Hag.
The way I
someone that you knew you're going to sack
when we say they should write it off, and maybe if they manage to finish 6, they should count it as an unlucky blessing. But they should just write it.
Use it. Let Amorim use it to figure out who he wants to keep, who fits my system, and who doesn't. That's the whole idea. I
personally agree.
If not, he should have come at the end of the season. But he's coming now to gauge the squad and know who he wants
just
to
keep us competitive, and build your
whatever. Everyone should be patient. They are going to lose more matches.
By summer, you already know straight up that this is what I'm targeting. These are the players I'm keeping. These are the players I'm selling. It becomes easier. I think
use the rest of the season because they are going to lose more matches. So they should better. All those ones they are going home in the middle of March. They should just they should not even come again if that's what they will do because they will lose more. But allow him to do what he wants to do. Let him throw away the players he wants to throw away. End of season, he will now decide that, okay, these ones are all going, these ones are staying, this is who I want. Then after that, if he keeps losing, press will now start.
Okay, that's all we have for you for this episode.
But shout out to Iraola, by the way.
Yes, Anthony Iraola, you're doing
He's not getting enough credit.
Your team is so good, very compact, and know how to do with the ball, with and without the ball. While you go and celebrate your Christmas, please don't be at the bottom, almost at the bottom like Ceres team Valencia. No, be at the top like Liverpool.
I'm not
like my rival Atletico Madrid, like Atalanta, but try not to be like Valencia.
And have a 5-star week like Arsenal.
And a 4-squared one like Real Madrid. Catch ya! Watch all our episodes on Expert Ninja on every social media platform, and let us know all your comments in the comment sections below.